Okay, at the time of this recording, I've already recorded everything that I wanted to for this week, but I had a really great idea that I should probably share with you if you're considering starting a business, how to get it kickstarted faster. I'm Melissa Dillon, and this is Have More Time. Have more time for the things that you love, the stuff that you enjoy, with the people you love. Let's dive right in. Okay, so I've started a few businesses. A couple have failed, a couple have been successful. One of them I sold, the rest of them totally bit the dust. And then the one that I have right now. So I have some experience in kickstarting something that goes from $0 to $60,000 in a pretty short period of time. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I think are most important so that you don't spend your time spinning your wheels on where you should get started and wasting time on stuff that isn't important. Number one, start with one product. So it's really easy, especially if you have a lot of experience in your field and you're branching out on your own, to want to have everything exactly as you imagine. All the products that you imagine, all the services that you envision for your business all at once right out of the gate. And having that feeling of overwhelm and stress to get it right the first time. Well, if you start with one product, it's a whole lot easier to run tests, get the word out there that you exist, and to have a product that's going to start making money right away. So kind of your flagship, standalone, the very first bread and butter product out of all the services, which one do you feel is going to bring in the most money, the fastest, that might have the most demand? So that's what you want to start with. Don't overwhelm yourself by bogging yourself down and feeling the need to have everything. I'll use dog grooming for an example because I just passed a doggy daycare school. So the doggy daycare we'll use doggy daycare. So doggy daycare has the doggy daycare during the day, doggy daycare overnight, grooming, and a spa treatment. So that's a number of services that they offer. They also sell products in their retail store. So that's a lot of stuff to manage and a lot of stuff to kick off. And I can imagine that can be very overwhelming if they started right off the bat with all of those products. I bet you that they started with just the doggy daycare and then eventually added the overnight and eventually added the pampering services and the grooming services and then eventually added the retail side, which is a whole other conversation, having service and product running out of your business at the same time. So can you see how that might be really much easier to start off with one product or one service versus having everything right away? Number two, a very, very simple website. So of course, businesses today all need a website, but creating a website, especially when you're bootstrapping and you're doing it by yourself, can take a really long time. And it's so easy to get sucked into, oh, this has to be perfect and I have to launch it just right. I have to have my logo perfect, which is another conversation. I have to have all of my marketing materials and my About Us page and a list of FAQs and all these things. So it's so easy to go page after page after page of competitor websites and see how grand and huge their established website is. But remember, it's over time that it's built upon. So if you want an example, you could actually go to my website, sandiegogymbus.com. That website is actually supposed to be a placeholder that I created about 4 years ago. And I realized I just don't have the time. I'm bootstrapping this right now. And I just started building on it little by little. And it originally was just one landing page with a simple page that had the schedule and a simple page that had the register now button. And that was it. And it had some pictures and a little caption at the bottom about us. But I ended up scrapping one website, replacing it with this placeholder, and then just kind of building on it from there because I've been so focused on other things that are money-making activities. And the website, I knew just from experience, wasn't going to produce any more money than that when I put in effort, there's no more money there because of the style of our business. So, thinking about the niche of your business and your target audience, and what is the minimum viable website that you can put together to successfully launch. At most, I would suggest your opening page to be very simply explaining exactly what it is. I would suggest a podcast called Building a Story Brand, and they do a really good job over there at explaining how important it is to simplify. And they say that so many people have the memory span of a goldfish, or they have the patience of a goldfish. So they want to quickly see if you can't, what do they call it? I think it's like I wish I remembered what Don Miller calls it on the podcast, but it's basically if someone can't look at your website within a couple of seconds and say exactly what it is that you do, then there's something wrong with the verbiage of your website. So it actually makes it very easy for you. You don't have to come up with anything cute and fluffy or catchy, because that's actually very passé now. We don't do that anymore in marketing. Instead, you want to be very direct and very much like, this is what we do. And you can actually see an example on my website of that as well. It's very clear, what we do on San Diego Gym Bus. So consider an opening page that looks similar to that. And I would highly suggest, getting great ideas from Building a Story Brand. And then also, a small bio of yourself and your abilities, or what you're offering, and what you stand for. And that could be very simple. And a way to purchase. And that's it. If you wanted to put a number and time on how much I think that you should spend on it, I'd say a maximum of 5 hours. Max of 5 hours on your website. Number 3 is money-making activity. So from here, you've got your business established on a website, and you're ready to go. You have your product in mind, or your service in mind, and you're ready to sell it now. So anything that you do outside of that is only income-producing activity. And I would suggest, going very old school, making phone calls to potential customers, getting out there and networking and trying to build up a clientele and getting the word out there at networking groups. And if you're going to post ads on social media or on Google, then start really small. So start with something, Amy Porterfield of Online Marketing Made Easy is also a great podcast for you to listen to as a new business, especially if it's online, is start with $5 a day just to test your ads and see what works, and put out a few ads out there, see what is most successful, and then dump more money into the ad that works. If you don't have money to spend on ads, that's okay. That's when you do the bootstrapping, like I'm saying, the calling and the flyers and the networking, and really put yourself out there with confidence. As long as you're starting your business in a real intention to help others, then your business will grow and the word will get out there. Genuine interest in helping others and serving the community that you live in is the backbone to a successful business. So I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for listening. I thought that this would be a great topic to go out, especially January. I'd hate for you to spend time building a business and then finding yourself going down the wrong path. So I hope that this helps you to kickstart and establish a schedule for yourself to get that business off the ground. You've got this, and I believe in you. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you. So please subscribe if you like this episode, and rate us. Let us know how we're doing. And don't hesitate to drop us a line if you have any questions that you wish we would answer on the show. Take care, and I'll see you next time.